Yeah, Cecile, what we've got going on today, it's going to be a big wind event on the way. It's going to be very dry across our region, and both of those factors are what's driving the high to critical fire danger today. Temperatures about as warm, maybe a degree or two cooler than yesterday, but we're still in those mid to high 80s for the valley. Winds sustained this afternoon. Sustained winds, not gusts, sustained winds up to 30 miles an hour. Gusts could be upwards of 45, maybe 50 miles an hour later on today. We're going to be clocking that for you throughout the day. Humidity, meanwhile, dropping into the 5 to 20% range. Some areas of the valley could be seeing single-digit humidity this afternoon. The entire valley projected to be under 20% later today, so it's going to be very dry. The dry conditions do lend themselves to easy fire starts. The windy weather will really allow any fires that do start to spread rapidly, so it's extremely important to be cautious today. Fire danger is in that high to extreme range heading into your afternoon. The red flag warning in effect from 8 a.m. this morning through 4 p.m. Thursday. The worst of the winds are expected to be this afternoon through tonight. Tomorrow, not quite as windy, but still very dry. Humidity not recovering well. Late tonight, looks like we could be seeing humidity staying below 40% overnight in through tomorrow, and then another very dry day for your Thursday. A wind advisory in effect at 11 a.m. this morning, lasting through 8 p.m. tonight. So that's when the strongest winds are expected in the valley. Gusts up to maybe 50 miles an hour heading into your afternoon and evening tonight. It looks like most gusts are going to range 40 to 45 miles an hour, though, so it's going to be very strong for winds. This is going to have other factors other than fire danger in store for us. That means watch out on those roads. We could be looking at tree limbs falling for today. That's a big concern. As far as what we're seeing for winds this morning, sustained out of the north to 21 miles an hour right now in Red Bluff, 15 miles an hour so far in Redding. Calm in Chico, and it's been less than 10 miles an hour so far today in Orville, but those winds are going to pick up. 14 miles an hour out of the northeast in Paradise, and we've seen a gust up to 43 miles an hour already in the Feather River Canyon. Getting a look at what we're seeing for today. Humidity starting out below 40% along I-5, 55 to 60% in Chico and Orville. So we're seeing humidity starting out low, getting dangerously low for the afternoon. Temperatures this morning, fairly warm along I-5. We're still in the low 70s right now, 50s to 60s in Butte County, 70 around Paradise and Magalia, and then higher elevations seeing 30s to 40s in most locations early on today. Satellite and radar, clear skies overhead right now. High pressure building into the west coast, and as this gets closer, that's really going to prompt those stronger wind gusts out of the north today. That's going to move inland over the next couple of days, keeping us dry, keeping us very warm across the region. That's what we have in store through the end of this work week. Finally seeing a change of pace heading into the latter part of your weekend with a bit of a cool down on the way. Mid 80s for the valley this afternoon. 70s to low 80s in the foothills, 60s to 70s in the mountains later today. And getting a look ahead at your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast where your weekend is always in view. High fire danger today and tomorrow. Tomorrow not quite as windy as what we'll see today. Winds up to around 45 to 50 mile an hour gusts today, 35 mile an hour gusts tomorrow, but dry and windy nonetheless. Not as windy heading into Friday or Saturday, so fire danger is decreasing for the end of your work week, but we're still staying with temperatures well above average. Mid 80s Saturday, back down to the mid 70s Sunday into Monday. And Cecile, we are keeping a close eye on Sunday. It looks like we could be in for another wind event on the way. Not quite as strong as today or tomorrow, but strong enough to cause a little bit of concern in your extended forecast. We're going to stay on top of that with the coverage you can count on right here on Action News Now.